Hello, my name is Brock Adams, and these are paper prototypes for two of my apps, Takeout and Magic Hour. Let's start with Takeout. So, Takeout is an app that's designed specifically with college students in mind as the target demographic, as its function is to provide students with sources and deals on food in their area that respects their budget and proximity to these locations. Essentially, the app pulls from restaurants and food service locations around the area and helps students find reasonably priced deals for meals, especially since most college students have to be cognizant about how they spend their money. So this is the main title screen for the app Takeout. We click here, we enter into the main menu area. Right here, we're greeted with several deals that might be hot currently in the area, deals that other users might currently be favoring. And down here, we're greeted with our global navigation. This allows us to go over to our search area. We're able to search for locations and searching for deals. This is returning us to the homepage, and this little book icon over here represents the area, the deals that we've saved. So since these icons represent several of the deals that are available, if we're able to tap on one of those, we're able to look at those deals in further detail. We have an image, we have a little read up on what specifically is important about this deal, why it's being recommended to us. And then after that, we can end up looking and exploring some of these features down here. We can end up tapping our search, and we're met with two search options, searching locations and using our map. If we're searching locations, we can type up locations or use several of these search icons to find different locations and see if there are any good deals over there. Or if we want a more direct search using our area, we can end up using the map function. With the map function, once we type in the search and map function, we're met with a keyboard kind of display that shows up, and we're able to precisely input our area and our location, and that would be kind of correlated on the map. Once we end up inputting something, let's say hypothetically we put in UCF, then we're met with a map of the UCF area, and these little markers here are going to signify areas where there might be deals of interest. Let's say we hypothetically click on one, and we're met to a page that has information on that specific location, on the deal, and any other information about that restaurant or source of food. Now, if we want to go into our saved area, go into our saved deals, we're met with a saved deal panel area and a saved location area. What you would be able to do is essentially swipe down to end up accessing the saved location, but the saved deals, we have these deals outlined in like a grid section with some of the smaller ones kind of clustered up together here, and then this icon you can tap to access more of your deals. If we were to swipe down to go to our saved locations, then we're met with a list of the different locations that we visited and those locations that we frequented with the app. Then on top of that, if we are to tap onto this gives us access to our profile, and we get account information on our locations, our areas that we've frequented. On top of that, we can end up adjusting our budget for the site to see if we want to add money or subtract money, just to make our budget more accurate to how much money we want to spend when we're looking for good deals on food. And then, of course, there is a history tab. So if you want to reference areas that have already been focused on or areas that have already been discovered, without having to go through the entire search process again, that can be done as well. This is a demo, a paper prototype of Takeout, and now we're going to move into the Magic Hour prototype. So the next paper prototype we'll be exploring is for the Magic Hour app. And the Magic Hour app is designed with a demographic of novice photographers in mind. So young adults could be appropriate to fit in this demographic, but really anyone who's a novice photographer and really wants to improve their skills and learn about the wonder of the magic hour. And this function of the app is to notify users when that period of the magic hour is occurring, which is the ideal period for taking pictures during sunrise and sunset. The app also provides tips and examples for making the most of the period. So the app has a very clean, minimalist interface, just to make it very simple and easy to understand what exactly the magic hour is and how to maximize time usage of it. So we click this start button, and we're met with this menu, very simple, very clean menu with a function for finding the magic hour, an area to access tips, examples of images that utilize those tips, and an about, what exactly the magic hour is about. So let's say we were going to hypothetically tap on the find magic hour function. we'd be brought up to this page, and let's say hypothetically we wanted to return to the home screen or we wanted to access our global navigation. We could tap this icon up here, and that will pull out an entire representation of that home page on this smaller panel. So let's, back out of here. There's also a single back arrow that allows you to return to the previous screen, so we could tap that. Now we're back onto our Find Magic Hour section. We have an area where we can enter our location so that the app can recognize where we are, so it can better calculate when the actual magic hour will occur, and setting the time to provide a more accurate time relative to when that magic hour will occur. So let's enter location. It pulls up a screen that gives us a prompt to enter or type in the location. And that's when this keyboard graphic would appear, allowing this keyboard interface to enter that information and to set where the location of the user is. Then if we wanted to back out, or if we wanted to use either option is acceptable, we could also use this to pull back up to our global navigation. We can go back to the Finding Magic Hour, having us set our time, and that's where we could end up setting our time. The set time function of the app provides this clock interface where users are able to manually change the time, which then would affect this display down here. And once the conditions of location and time are met, the app displays the magic hour, giving the magic hour from sunrise to the hour after sunrise, which is the magic hour period during the day, and then in the evening from an hour before sunset to sunset. So let's say hypothetically we wanted to explore the rest of the app. Let's tap our global navigation, and we're going to head into tips, where we are met with tips surrounding the app, surrounding how to maximize the use of camera capabilities to take advantage of the magic hour and to really capture the vibrance and the luminosity of the moment. Then we could go back to our global navigation if we wanted to and access some examples. And we'd be provided with example images of how these tips could be utilized to help take advantage of that magic hour. Let's hit our global navigation one last time to bring us to the About page, which just provides a basic readout about the process of capturing the magic hour and explaining really to users what exactly it is and why it's so significant to the world of photography. So those are my paper prototypes for my two apps. And if I had any questions regarding feedback, I'm really curious to know which of the two apps has a more intuitive interface in terms of the entire app. Which one would be easier to navigate? Which one feels like it's the most responsive and would be something that would really be beneficial in terms of layout and structure? Not the content necessarily, but just the actual feel and use of the app. Thank you so much.